Hello everyone, welcome to Darling Games. My name is Dana and I'm super happy to have you here today. Today we are doing an island home right off the side of this city core island. So the island home is actually not going to look very city core. It's going to look like it's basically on the beach, which is where it's at. So it's for Hornsby. Hornsby was one of my original villagers that I got with the island at first. I wasn't sure that I was going to keep Hornsby, but he has really grown on me. I really like him and he's very unique to the island. So we are going to decorate Hornsby's exterior of his house. In order to make sure that I'm placing things properly, I did continue the street just so that I knew exactly where Hornsby's yard would be so that I could decorate it appropriately. You'll see me finishing off the street right there, but honestly, that's not really part of decorating his home. It's more just making sure that his home lines up with where the city roads are. I do finish the streets with the same pattern that I used in my last speed build, which is the Colin Crossing winter streets that he has, and I'll have his information linked below so you can check out his Instagram page and get the code for this particular street pattern. With Hornsby, his house is blue, and that goes with the theme of the island because I'm trying to keep the island blue and purple, pink, and white. With his house being blue, it matches perfectly with what I'm trying to do. And I had put him over on the beach because I've got that little spot that kind of, what do you call it? The little island, I guess, that goes out into the sea. And I wanted to be able to use that. I had seen several people using gazebos on that little peninsula or that little island that goes out towards your sea. And I thought that would be a really cute thing to use here, to use one of the new gazebos and the 2.0 stuff. That's kind of why I ended up putting his house over on the beach right there, is because that's where I have that little island that sticks out so that I could use a gazebo. And I think it turned out really cute. I really like that area, and actually that area is going to be a little bit of a precursor to what I'm going to do towards the back of the island, because while the island is city core, I can't really get away from my natural aesthetic looks that I really like, because like my fall core island was completely natural, didn't have any city streets, and I love doing city stuff, but when it comes to the neighborhoods, I do like it to appear that you have a city and then that you go out into maybe like the suburbs, I guess, or out into the country, I guess is probably more accurate. He is going to be kind of in the country, in the edge of the city. But when we get back towards the back of the island and I start putting more villager houses and stuff, we're going to do this same kind of feel back there. And I just don't know how I'm going to transition it yet. So this was kind of me trying to figure out what would be a good way to transition the more country vibe within the city limits, I guess. So Hornsby is right on the edge of the city limits. We'll call it that, yeah. And he's out on the beach and he's got his own little beach space. I did use the the volleyball net. I used the volleyball net that we got with the 2.0 out on the beach as if, you know, somebody was playing beach volleyball. The yachts came in really handy. I was able to use a couple different yachts on the beach in this build. I really like those yachts. I don't know why, I just do. I think they're super cute. We used a couple of the yachts there, and I did change his fencing. I used this newer fencing that we got with the 2.0. I can't remember. It's called bamboo something. Maybe it's bamboo slat fence. I don't remember what it's called exactly. But it seemed to go really well with his roof line, because you can see it's kind of like the same color as the roofing, and it tied in the house to the fence, which I thought was really cute. And so I really liked using this fencing on his. I don't know if I use the same fencing on the other villagers when I go into the country towards the back of the island, or if we'll do something different, but I thought his looked really cute up here. And I wanted to make sure there was like a tree on the island and give him like a little fishing camping spot. I don't know that he would necessarily camp right there by the water, but it's looked cute. I did use this log path. It looks so much like the in-game bridge that we have, and I think it's just beautiful. So I kind of used it like a deck that he has a deck right there that was built right there off the water, and gave him one of the little kids tents that matches really cute. And then we got a new camping chair. I used to always use the director's chair on the campgrounds, but now we actually got like an outdoor, kind of looks like a chair you would take to a sports event or something, like if you were going to your kids' soccer games or I don't know, just any kind of event, you take those fold-up chairs, and that's what that looks like to me. I used one of those. You can customize it because when I saw them, they were all like the same color, but the metal part is what actually changes color, and you can customize it to whatever you had. So I just customized it to a pattern that I have. Oh, and there you can see that I'm putting the yachts. I just love the yachts. I think they look so cute. The other thing I used was that moss, that glowing moss. And since it's in wintertime, the glowing moss actually just takes on like a white effect. It doesn't have that bright effect to it. But as you run through it, it like puts off little glowing speckles as you run through it, which is kind of cute. And then I used the wheatgrass because I thought that that looked really good, as if you, like, you know, on the lakes and stuff, on shores, you'll have that tall grass that you have to go through before you go to the water if it's not like a beach. I just kind of wanted it to resemble that, like as if there was some tall grass right before you go into the water. And so I just decorated with those kinds of things. It was kind of simply decorated, but I think it turned out really cute, and I really like the area a lot. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I wasn't really sure how it was going to transition everything into the, you know, more countryside look, but it turned out really cute. So Hornsby seems to really like it, and I really like having him so close to the main entrance, because then, you know, as soon as you go out to your resident services, since it's just literally right to the left right there, he's always right there walking around, talking to me, and being super cute. So I really enjoyed doing this build. I hope you really liked this build. If you did like this video, I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed to my channel, and I will continue making videos. This is my Dahlia island that I started recently, and it's going to be a city core island, like I said, but held in the winter. So it's going to be, I like to call it kind of like a winter wonderland, because to me, a lot of the colors that I'm using and stuff are very just winter wonderland inspired. And I really like the way that it's turning out so far. I have actually the streets right next to him. My next video will be how I decorated those streets. So if you're interested in seeing that, please join me again. And with that, I will let you go. Have an awesome day.